Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. It's a cool, but what's going to be an otherwise gorgeous Sunday morning, it looks like, for us here in West Tennessee. See, moon still hadn't quite gone back in yet, but they're over my shoulder. The sun's starting to come up, but got a bunch of things to do. Shocker. I believe it's going to be what we're going to say is one of the most exciting days for the cow herd of the year, but we'll get to that later. Also, I'll make a bold prediction that we have another calf. I know I've done that before and it's come back to bite me, but I think from looking at some late yesterday evening, if they didn't calve overnight, we're going to have a calf or two today. But enough of that. If y'all give it a thumbs up, we appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, that's awesome too. Let's get after it. So the horned cow, which everybody's blocking the view of her, kind of just off down the hill there, she's the one I thought would maybe have calved overnight. Doesn't look like she did, but she's close. She's real close. We'll get a closer look at her here in a second. We get everybody fed. All right, horses are all hungry. Everybody know where your stall is? There we go. Come on in, Jenny. Bulls and Lucy, don't forget about her. They're hungry. Get the feeder steers fed, and then that'll be everything here at home fed this morning. I'll talk about them for just a second. They're all kind of lounging out here. I guess I'd kind of mentioned over the last few weeks, slaughter dates coming up for them. So yes, the first two are going 2 days from now, 48 hours. Sorry guys. But so that means we'll have to drop them off really early one morning before I go into work. So that's Tuesday morning. So probably either this afternoon or tomorrow when I get home from work, I'm gonna go ahead and get the truck and trailer hooked up and backed up that way that morning. All I've got to do is run them in there if they cooperate. Sometimes, especially before daylight, that can be a little more of a challenge than it sounds just in theory. But get our nice sunrise shot. And I'd mentioned or kind of alluded to today being quite possibly the most exciting day of the year for the cows. And what better day than the first day of spring, because yes, that is today, I'm pretty sure, than to turn them out on grass. So plan is this afternoon, we'll turn them back here in these creek bottoms, which of course you can't really see because I've already walked off. Grass should be ready for them. Everybody's feeling frisky this morning. They must have heard me talking about the pasture. They're getting excited. Can't contain themselves, but I'll walk over here. Still have 7 to yet to calve. We kind of had a flood of calves there kind of all at once, and then I have to look. I'm trying to think. May have been a week since we've had one born. Yeah, just 7 left to go. One cow up here, the horned Hereford. She's still over there, nosing around it, trying to grab every little last bite of feed, show you her rear end, and while we think she's got to be real close. Striped cow there's another one that might try to kill us, or she might have a calf. Or once she has a calf, she probably definitely will try to kill us if we get this close, but she'll let me get around behind her. It's probably unlikely. We'll see what she's looking like. Oh yeah, she's making a nice bag. She's got a little swelling going on, but nothing like that other one. That's why I really thought she might would have had one overnight, but we'll watch her. As 803 walks away from us there, you can see she got a lot of jiggle back there, a lot of swelling in the vulva. So, but she looked like that last night too. So yeah, she might do like they've done me so many times in the past. Look like she's about to calve and then just refuse to do so. But actually a bunch of them already gathering down there at the gate. I mean, I joke that they hear me talking about turning them out on pasture. Maybe they understand more English than I think. More likely they just know. They're tired of eating hay. They're not out of hay. They still got probably half a roll over there that we just put out, and it's good hay. But they can see that grass. It's warm. The days are longer. They know the time is right for them to be eating grass. So as we get the horses turned out there, talk to you a little bit about what we did yesterday. We went to a kids rodeo. Took both our kids and spent most of the day there. Really spent pretty much all day. We left about 7 o'clock yesterday morning and got home about 5 yesterday evening. But we did video some of that. We'll show you some, I guess, some bonus footage to get you, just to show you. I guess we only filmed the mutton bust, and they did a few of the other ground events for the kids. We didn't take any of the ponies or horses with us. Already talking, I think we may next time, because there are some pretty cool mounted events that are appropriate for really any age. But yeah, we'll show you that right now.
Go ahead, hit the red button. You hit the red button. Good job. Good job. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Good job.
Well, good morning, babies. I think this is the first day that they've all been right up here at their little feed bunks waiting on me since we moved them here. I guess that was Wednesday, today's Sunday, what, like 4 days ago? Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So they're all here. So it's forecast to be a beautiful day. It looks like that is coming true. We're gonna get them little feed out. And I think just because I've got a couple of hours, I'm gonna walk some fences on this farm. Could have brought the horse and made it a little easier, but exercise won't kill me. Right here in this biggest pasture on this farm, where we don't have any animals currently, but you can see, especially in some of these select areas, we really have got the grass. It's pretty much ready for calves, or very close to it. I think we're still gonna wait until a week from tomorrow to buy our bulk of our stockers. We'll see. As I walk the rest of these pastures, check these fences. If I find some terrible fence issues, or some of the other pastures don't look as good, we'll definitely be waiting. I don't know, but we'll decide. Hopefully we won't find any major fence problems. Clover really nice in here. Some henbit too. But yeah, just a good, enjoyable time of year for a grass farmer. They are gonna be out here hopefully packing on some weight with this grass just before we know it. So first, a little bit of damage. Just that tree there came down. Of course, it didn't break any wires, so it's not a real big deal. It's not gonna result in any animals getting out, but I'll get a chainsaw down here and get it off. Another similar issue here. That dead tree is falling over. Has not broken a wire yet, but whenever it does eventually come down, it will be more of an issue. So we'll go ahead and again get a chainsaw on that before it happens. Good example of some recent damage. Broke off up there out of that tree, but it fell just far enough away from the fence to not be an issue. So by far the biggest tree we have found down right here at this ditch. It's actually somehow miraculously still up off the fence. Knocked the top out of, looks like, I think it's box elder. Snapped it off right there. And again, missed the fence by mere inches. And let's see if I can jump across there. Whoa! That would have been a nice blooper had I not made it. But yeah, that's a pretty big tree. I don't know what I may try to do with that, because I mean, again, right now it's not creating an issue. It's pulling down a little bit on these wires here, but nothing can get out there. Oh yeah, some of the better looking grass on this property may be right in here. Nice fescue clover mix in here that, yeah, I mean, this could support a fair number of calves just right now. So I don't know, I may get tempted and make a phone call in the morning and tell them to go ahead and send us some calves. I don't know, I really need to look at my schedule for the rest of the week. And actually, as I think about that, we won't do that. Like I had already mentioned and had already forgotten about too, we got those feeder steers going to the processor on Tuesday. With all that going on, we will push it off another week. But yeah, this does the old heart good to see grass like that. Spring is here, baby. Lots of crimson clover in this pasture. I believe that's just some rye coming up too. We had sowed in here. I'm trying to remember. I know we sowed a little rye last year, not as much as we had in the past, but we may be having some come back from seed that headed out. But yeah, these pastures, like on this hillside, a little poorer ground, not quite as good a grass ready for calves, but getting there. Just look at all this grass, that fescue. It's 6 or 8 inches tall. Got a bunch of clover in here. I know some of y'all may be getting tired of it, and I apologize for fangirling over all this grass, but anybody that's watched the channel very long knows, because I say it all the time, this is our crop. The grass is our crop. Calves are not our crop, and beef is certainly not our crop. This is the crop. We simply use the cattle as a means to harvest it and turn it into something valuable. So, quite possibly my favorite time of year. I guess I have lots of favorite times of year. It's nice when we get to fall and we sell those calves and actually reap some of the benefits of growing the grass. I like hunting season in general. That's always a favorite time of year, football season, but grazing season, especially the start of grazing season, right up here at the top of the list. So got everything checked. We're gonna get out here probably on Wednesday with side-by-side and go straight to those spots. Got just a little more ground to check, which we'll do then. We need to be spraying some pasture there at the house. We're going to, and I probably would put that ahead on the to-do list, but it's supposed to rain a bunch on Tuesday, so probably too wet for that, but not too wet to do some fencing. We'll may try to go ahead and get the sprayer set up and ready to go so that we are rolling as soon as it does dry up enough, maybe next weekend. But another big tree down here. I think it fell from our side of the fence, so it didn't fall across. But yeah, I'm gonna tell Kaylin I need a dozer for our anniversary or my birthday or Father's Day. All those are kind of right there at the same time. Yeah, that tree just fell right there, just on this side of the fence. But yeah, jacking up our pasture. So we got that in a bunch of spots. But yeah, babe, if you watch this, I need a dozer for my birthday. Yeah, you can make that a combination: birthday, anniversary, and even let the kids throw in for Father's Day. We made it back from the feed store. We have my helper Kimber with me now. Oh yeah, that was our important purchase. And it literally may have been, because as you'll see, we got a little chicken feed. We did have a little bit of horse feed too, we already unloaded. But no cattle mineral. The fiasco of getting, bulk quantity of mineral ordered from our local store continues to be a fiasco. So they get a slight pass, because I went back and listened to my voicemail they left me on Thursday. They said it should be on Friday's truck, and be there on Friday. Well, it wasn't. So now they assure me it'll be on Tuesday's truck, but probably the last time I try to order any sort of feed like that from them. I'll make the extra 20-minute drive to the next feed store before I try to deal with that. But that's a different rant for a different way. They absolutely ruined our co-op here in the county 10 or 15 years ago whenever they split it up. But anyway, different rant. We're gonna get this rest of that little bit of chicken feed unloaded. We're gonna start plan to move these cows. Woo! Woo! Rest of y'all, come on! We got everybody stirred up. Most of the new cows won't come when I call them because I don't understand that process. Most of the crowd that we've got down here is all of our original cows, but we're ready to let them out here. They want in, these others just don't know. Like, why is that crazy guy yelling? That makes no sense. So rather than us being able to let them all in and shut the gate behind them, may have to leave the gate open for a couple hours until these others figure out that, oh hey, the rest of them are gone. But need to move the mineral tub. I didn't realize we were out of mineral too. And this is our last bag of mineral, again, because our lovely Stockdales can't seem to order a bag of mineral for us. Order the pallet full of mineral. Yeah, it's gonna take us about 3 weeks from when we originally started trying to do this. And yeah, the horned cow is Willis is investigating. Still is not calved, so. These ladies knew exactly what to do and where to go. Look at them up there. First green grass they've seen in months. First green grass some of these babies, or that any of them have ever seen. Yeah, the calves are always the issue because they don't understand the whole idea of a gate or any of that. And so, yeah, you end up with a bunch of them that are over here and they're like, we're trapped, we don't know how to do it. And their moms are so excited to be out there grazing, they ain't worried about them, at least for the next.
Babies are out there.
Just Willis correctly pointed out, yes, some of the babies figured it out. These others will, or more likely their moms, after they get out there and get a bite, they'll come back to get them and help show them the way. We got a couple more calves easing this way. Yeah. Sadie is wet. She's been in the ditch. And I totally forgot I was pulling the mineral feeder behind me. So, thankfully it's empty. I can drag it by hand. Because as you'll see, we kind of got a hole there going through that gate. The way the water runs down through here, a lot of it, rather than going through the culvert like it should, comes across and down through here, and it's just a mess. But I'm gonna put this feeder, we'll leave it in here. We like to leave it in here inside because depending on how we open the gates, they can feed out of it, whether they're in that pasture, or in this pasture. We just let them into the kind of this common area. But we'll do that, put a bag in there. We're not gonna get stuck. Willis thinks we're gonna get stuck. You think we're gonna get stuck? Well, we've been stuck before. But we're not stuck. We're not stuck. Famous last words, but I'm pretty sure we're not stuck. I was right, we weren't stuck. Didn't even, we're in two-wheel drive. But yeah, we'll get out here and get some grazing action shots. Those babies are running around. They like this soft, lush grass out here. Oh yeah, these girls excited. When I had spoken with the guys, the forage expert with the company, actually that I bought all this seed from when we planted this last fall. Again, it's a fescue, orchard grass, and then red and white clover is what we planted in here. And you see really a good look at it. Can you pet the cows?
Can we milk?
Oh, can we milk them? The short answer is no. These really aren't the kind we milk. Lucy is a milking cow, but we don't really ever milk her either. But one of the things that I'd ask them was like, okay, you know, what's the grazing recommendations on it? You know, when would, you know, they wait to put them out there? And they pretty much said, you know, once you've got some good growth, you know, there wasn't a set height they recommended, but wanted to be sure the cows weren't pulling it up as they were taking a bite. I don't know how well I've actually shown that, but the early returns there look good. Looks like it's not an issue. They're biting it off. You see 808 giving us a good demonstration there. Biting off pretty clean, not pulling it up at all. So, like we made the right decision. These cows should be very, very, very happy. No more hay for them, not for a while. Willis, very excited about the flowers, which are the biggest eyesore out here because it's that yellow buttercup. Watch out, buddy, there are some muddy spots out here. But if you wanted to pick all those flowers and get all of them out of here, but you can see they're starting to bloom out around there. I don't know how much you can actually detect them. Hopefully you can't see them very well. But grazing, first day of spring, first day of grazing, that's very fitting. But we'll see if we get those others moved in here this evening before it gets dark. And I don't know, I've got a bunch of stuff coming up. Like I say, I got steers going to slaughter, and it's about a day and a half now. Probably in 8 days, we're gonna buy our stocker steers. So that'll be a bunch of stuff going on. Good content coming there. Got still 7 head left to calve. I thought by the end of this video we might be down to just 5 or 6, but hey, it's not the first time I've been wrong. And so I'm just about wrapping up this video. Remind you again, if you haven't had a chance to listen, if you're a podcasting kind of person, the Talk Dirt to Me podcast, my cousin Logan and myself, talking all kinds of things in ag, and just sometimes we talk about things that aren't even really ag related. But again, appreciate you watching. The video thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. And Willis, what do we say at the end?
Peace and God bless.
All right, didn't really enunciate there, but y'all know what he said. It's eat beef and God bless. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Tell them peace out.
Peace out.
Y'all have a good one.